So Ben, I
Okay.
know I need an inspection and I just want to understand what's the process and how long does it take?
Sure. Yeah. So when you schedule an inspection with Mold Inspection Sciences, we'll dispatch one of our either licensed, if we're in the Texas market, or certified mold inspectors. When they arrive on site, we want to get as much understanding of the history of the home, your concerns, what you've been dealing with, what you've been seeing or experienced. That gives us an idea of where to focus our investigation. But our inspection, it's focused on identifying areas of moisture or moisture intrusion, because mold needs moisture to grow. So we're utilizing moisture detecting equipment, thermal imaging equipment. We'll capture relative humidity readings, temperature readings throughout a structure. We're trying to figure out all ways that water can enter a home and what the possibilities of indoor mold growth or hidden mold growth may be. So we inspect the exterior of a home. We're looking for preventive maintenance issues like cracks in caulking or antennas that may be installed incorrectly, elevated soil levels. All of that can give us some insight into what problems might be experienced within the home. And then, of course, the majority of our time is focused on the inside of the home. We inspect crawl space, foundation, if you have one, all the way up to the attic space. HVAC systems included in that, of course, anything that we can access. We're looking for signs of staining, water damage, of course, what appears to be mold, and again, the focus on that moisture. But once our investigation is completed, we approach our clients with a sampling strategy. And it is all based on the suspect areas or the problems we identify within a home. Those samples can vary based on the conditions. We offer surface sampling to determine what types of mold may be present if we're seeing what appears to be mold. Air samples can give us an idea of how a problem is impacting the air quality or what the likelihood of a hidden source of mold may be in an environment that's experienced water intrusion. Samples may include wall cavity samples or even more advanced sampling, which would include our qPCR sampling, or ERMI or HERTZ-Me2 sampling. But we provide that sample strategy to our client for approval. We collect those samples on site, send them to our third-party laboratory that's either licensed in the state of Texas or a licensed or accredited laboratory. When we receive those results, we put together a full, complete, comprehensive report with conclusions and recommendations on next steps based off of that data obtained. As far as the timeline goes, that also depends on the extent of problems we find throughout the home. For a standard kind of residential home that's maybe about 2,000 square feet, we could be on site anywhere from 2 to potentially 4 or 5 hours, depending on the conditions present and how many samples we're collecting.
1-888-335-MOLD